Hey everyone, and welcome back to Miss Azrael's Gaming. So we're going to jump back into Argus. In the last episode, we met the characters a little bit more. Lily and Alicia tried to scare us with some urban legend, and then our phone kind of went a little weird with the urban legend, the Red Room that Lily had told us about. And we also found out that another murder has occurred. In the previous episode, Betty's looking into it. She's going to see if she can find some more information on it, and it's seeming a little bit more and more that it might actually be Argus who committed this crime. So let's go ahead and hop back in. Okay, so we have to repair the video, so using my unlimited Bics. And looks like we have another video from Sara. Let's go ahead and watch it.
Dear Diary, I have been trying to find love for a while now, but nothing seems to be working out. So I have decided that I'm going to broaden my horizons and try online dating.
Who are you and why are you watching my videos?
Hey. I know I may end up dead on the side of a road at some point, but despite all the psychos out there, I still want to give it a go. Anyway, keep you posted.
That was weird. How's the video asking us while we're watching her videos? Okay, so we're going back to the Cinnamombies. Guys, I was able to recover the next file from Sara. Ben's online. Okay, let's send the file. Wonder if they'll see it too. But there's something wrong with the video. It's real creepy. Okay, Dan's online. Caro's online. Creepy? What do you mean, Azrael? Wait, I'm watching it now. I'm kind of wondering if they're going to see it or not. What exactly do you mean, Azrael? I don't notice anything weird in the video. Oh, okay, so it was just us. Look how close Sara suddenly stands in front of the camera. It's almost as if she's talking to us. Is that another one of your jokes, Lily? I've got goosebumps right now. How is that possible? Do you think that's funny? Is this my payback? For the little prank that Alicia and I did? What have you done now? I don't know which video you saw, Azrael, but I didn't see anything strange. So Betty's online. Please take a screenshot of the spot in the video, Azrael. Then we know exactly what you mean. Okay, hang on. Okay, so do we need to... Yeah, go back. Oh, I always do that. I accidentally hit it too many times. Let's see, can we...
Dear Diary, I have been trying to find love for a while now, but nothing seems to be working out. So I have decided that I'm going to broaden my horizons and try online dating. Yay! I know I may end up dead.
Okay, it's not there anymore.
At some point, but despite all the psychos out there, I still want to give it a go. Anyway, keep you posted.
Yeah, maybe we're crazy. Just saying. I don't get it. The video has changed. funny. Sorry, I must be seeing ghosts. I swear the video was completely different before. Strange, I was so sure. Okay, now I definitely have a bad feeling. You've had your fun, Azrael. You spend too much time with Lily. It's enough now. After everything that's been going on, it's no surprise your mind is playing tricks on you. Or what is even more likely, something went wrong when restoring or repairing the file. A temporary glitch, or 2 videos that overlapped. Sounds logical, but why is the video suddenly normal? Maybe I know what I saw that was not normal. Okay, so but why was the video suddenly normal? I'm no IT expert, but perhaps the repair process was not yet complete. Oh wait, my news ticker alert has gone off. Hopefully you can give the all clear news ticker alert, so there's more to it. Let's go with that one. I'm assuming it picks up anything that's talked about. They're like little bots that monitor websites for me. There are probably new articles with the keywords Argus and body. I'll be in touch. Okay, so Betty's offline. Okay, there's Noel. Oh. I was wondering when we'd hear from him. Okay, hey Azrael. Are you there? Do you feel like chatting a little? Yeah, I've got a few minutes. Sorry, I have a few errands to run. So we say, yeah. Awesome. I have to say, I really enjoyed texting with you. Which is why I came up with another game. What do you think? You're in? Sure, why not? Not really, sorry. Sure. Do it to pass the time. Wonderful. Do you know Never Have I Ever? Of course, I've heard of it. It doesn't ring a bell. Yes, I've heard of it. Oh, he's calling. I mean, are we going to be drinking while we do this?
Let me briefly explain the rules to Never Have I Ever. It's actually a drinking game, but since we're not in the same room today, we're going to play it slightly different. Yeah, so it basically goes, I'll write something like, have you eaten a strawberry before? And if you have, you're right, I have. And if you haven't, you're right, I haven't. So that's basically it. We'll play the first round together in the chat below. I look forward to it.
Why don't we just do it voice call? Okay, I'll start with something harmless. Never have I ever been kissed. I mean, a real kiss. A kiss from your mom doesn't count. I have or I have never. Well, I have been kissed. I thought so. Something about how you look. Well, I mean. Okay, now it's your turn. Maybe you better start with something harmless too. Wait, I have a reward for you. Or I might have a reward for you. If you can get me to answer I have 3 times, I'll send you a photo of me. Oh, that's going to be hard. Let me just send the photo anyway. Go for it. Okay. Why the first one? Never have I ever farted in public. Never have I ever kissed a person I met online. Never have I ever had a relationship that lasted longer than 2 years. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have to think of something that he's probably done. The online one's a little hard because that could be a yes or a no. I mean, this could be his first time online dating. You know, we could be the 10th girl he's met online dating. Never have I ever had a relationship that lasted longer than 2 years. I feel like with his look, he probably has. I mean, so does this mean I'm going to go with the never have I ever farted in public? I mean, I don't know. I don't know which one to ask, and I want to get the picture. You know, I feel like stereotypical dude, I feel like he probably has. I mean, I've known a lot of guys in my time, and they probably all have done that at some point in time. So we're going to go with that one because I don't believe he never has done that. LOL. Everyone has done that, right? Now it's my turn again. So that means he has. He didn't play the game correctly. Never have I ever gotten back with an ex. I have never. Sorry, I'd like to stop the game here. Okay. That's never happened to me. I'm going to play this realistically. That has never happened. I feel that if somebody is your ex, they're an ex for a reason. I don't do that, so I will say I have never. Me neither. Okay. I don't believe that could work. I mean, I guess it would also depend on why they're your ex. But there's a reason they're called an ex. So now you can ask another question. Okay, so never have I ever seen a picture that I later regretted. Never have I ever gotten a parking ticket. Never have I ever had a blackout from alcohol. That's a tough one. I feel like he could be the type to send a picture that he later regretted. I also feel like he could have got a parking ticket. I don't think it's the alcohol one. At least I would like to think it wasn't that one because I'm not big into somebody who doesn't know their limits and they just drink until they've blacked out. I'm leaning towards the parking ticket. Picture that I later regretted. Oh my goodness. I don't know which one to pick. I've gotten one right so far. I have to get 2 more. I feel like he would have gotten a parking ticket. So we're going to go with that one. I can proudly say, he's never gotten one. No, I have never. Dang it. We're not going to get the extra picture. You're first. I have never. Can I have a second chance? But I don't want to be too strict. If my next answer is I have, you'll get the picture anyway. Okay, thank you. Thankfully. I knew I should have went with the picture one. My turn again. So, never have I ever thought about how nice my teammate is. I have or I never have. My teammate? I don't play sports. My teammate? I mean, like, I don't get what that's supposed to mean. I mean, like, I didn't play sports, and I wouldn't have because it would have been all girls, so I would have never, I'm assuming he's implying that you had a crush on them. But I was in the orchestra, And I had crushes on some of the guys in there. Even guys that I've played games with throughout my lifetime. I've had crushes on them. But since it's teammate, I'm assuming sports, so I'm going to say I have never. Ouch, that hurt. So far you've gotten one I have never from me. If you get one more, you won't get the photo. Go ahead then. Oh, God, pressure. I want the photo. Never have I ever worn someone else's underwear. Never have I ever lost my swimming trunks in the water. Never have I ever had a blind date. Oh, I feel like he could have. Oh, man. I feel like he could have lost his swimming trunks in the water, though. But wearing someone else's underwear? I mean, like, if he had a brother, maybe if he didn't have any clean, he stole his. Although, for some reason, I keep picturing women's underwear in my head, which I really hope he didn't do that. He's probably had a blind date before. I don't know. I'm going to go with the swimming trunks. Please, please let me be right. I have. Oh, he's going to say never. So embarrassing. Oh, thank God. I was going to say, I just felt like he would have, like jumping in the pool, and it happened. I was at the pool with a friend, and we jumped off the 30-feet platform. I had to overcome my fear, and then I jumped too. When I came to the surface, my shorts were gone. You can't imagine how embarrassing that was. Luckily, my friend helped me, and I got my shorts back quickly. Drum roll, please. Time for your reward. I love rewards. It's not that special, but kind of cute. Okay. It's a nice photo. Very sweet. You look great. I expected a little more. You look great. Very sweet. Let's say you look great. Thanks. Happy has been staring at me for ages. I'll take her for a walk now. That was fun. Oh, he's got a dog. Talk to you later. I don't know. Did we see a dog in his photos? Now I can't remember. Yeah, I don't see one. Okay, so let's go back to the chat. Okay, Betty, how's it going? Any updates? Betty? Okay, Betty's online. Just a sec, I'm just... Read for yourself. Okay, so we've got an article. The Return of a Serial Killer, Student Found Dead, article by Rebecca Bauman. 3 years ago, our community was overtaken by a brutal series of murders. Several women were found dead. Their bodies had one eye removed and an X cross burned into the empty eye socket. We previously reported on these cases. Another theory emerged on the social networks, an urban legend about a being called Argus. Fanatics were convinced that an eye-devouring monster responsible for the murders we reported. The supposed last victim, film student Sara S., after her death, the serial killer disappeared. There were no other bodies and no trace of the perpetrator. To this day, a few hours ago, a brutal crime took place that shocked us all. A walker observed how an unknown person dumped the body of another young woman. The woman is 24-year-old Mary Kempf, who attended the same university as Sara S. According to police information, Mary Kempf also had one eye removed before her death, and an X was burned into her eye socket. Is it the same perpetrator? Has a serial killer returned after 3 years, or is it a copycat killer? Possibly an Argus fanatic? This is to be clarified with pathologist Dr. Lori Bennett. The forensic pathologist has already carried out examinations on the previous victims. Due to the urgency of the situation, the autopsy will take place this afternoon. However, we have been informed by the police that the results will remain confidential until further notice for investigative reasons. Okay, so it's somebody who attended the same school as Sara. OMG, how awful. So it's true. Fuck. That witness was telling the truth. Shit, what do we do now? Do you know her? I wonder if anybody knows her. No, I don't think so. No, me either. Do you think it was a copycat? The police haven't ruled it out yet. I guess we have to face the fact that Sara's killer is back. During the murders 3 years ago, we met a few nutters. It is disguised as Argus scaring people. Videos about fake sightings. But a murder with exactly the same characteristics? These Argus fanatics go too far, but they would never go that far. So Sara's killer is back after 3 years? No matter what, we have to act now. We owe it to Sara to find her killer. And if Mary was murdered by a copycat, then there's still a killer on the loose in our town. Okay, so can I support you somehow? Maybe you should involve the police. What are you planning to do? Isn't that way too dangerous? So let's see if there's something we can do. Thanks for the offer. You're the best. You can help us the most if you take care of Sara's files. Okay, so Dan sent a message.
Well, guys, I agree with Ben. We lived long enough with the fear that Sara's killer will return at some point. And we've had to put it with all the weirdos and psychos. It's enough. The police hasn't managed to do anything yet, and they won't do anything now either. We're going to take matters into our own hands. We'll do it for Sara.
Okay, nicely put. It's a deal. We'll catch the killer. How do we proceed? Any suggestions? Let's find out about more about Mary. One of you could take a look around the crime scene. Perhaps we should contact this YouTuber. I think we should contact the YouTuber. True, not a bad idea. I'll do it straight away. We'll keep you posted. Uh-oh. What the hell is in the screen? No, I see you. Get out of my phone. Haha, very cool, Lily. What's this crap again, Lily? Haha, Lily. She's gonna be like, I didn't do it. What are you talking about? Thank you, but what do you mean? Okay, so we have a new... Okay, going to Lily's DM. Seriously, was that you? Please be honest. I'm getting a bit scared. I'm not scared. I really don't know what you're talking about. Argus appeared on my screen just like that. Azriel, I don't joke about things like that. You kinda did. I mean, I do, but I always admit it. I'd never lie about it. Okay, I believe you, so what the hell was that? I have no idea. Dan would say, there's a rational explanation for everything. Only sometimes it's well hidden. But I say, some things cannot be explained rationally. Maybe you have a connection to these things. Just like me. I don't know if I want this connection. I prefer to stay on the rational path, say nothing. Yeah, I don't know if I want this connection. Keep me posted if anything strange happens again. Let's keep it between us before we tell the whole group. I'm probably your best contact for the paranormal. When has that ever worked out for anyone, just keeping the stuff secret until something really bad happens? Okay, so Betty's messaging. I just thought of something. I was trying to figure out how we can tell whether or not the murderer is the same person. I know Dan wants to rule out a copycat. Even if the police have ruled it out too, we shouldn't be too hasty with our opinion. Fine, and how are we supposed to find out? I was about to get to that. I read the newspaper article about Mary's death again. I now remember where I heard the name Dr. Bennett before. Now I'm curious, you know the pathologist? You're living up to your reputation. Well, she is the resident genius on these things, so let's give her a compliment. My reputation? The brain. Who? The medical examiner mentioned in the article. My father's an eye surgeon and has his own practice. He's a luminary in the field of, oh God, I'm not going to say this right, apathomology. When the first body was found, he was called in as a consultant. I remember, but you said he wasn't willing to talk about it. Yes, that's right. Okay, so she sent an audio file.
I'll send you a voice memo. It's way quicker. It's like what Carl said. Back when my father was helping the police, he didn't tell me anything. Didn't give me any information about what they wanted to know from him or about what they found out. But I do remember that he was in contact with pathologists, and I'm 99.9% sure it was Dr. Bennett. I'm sure he still has her contact details. If I can access his computer without him noticing, I could find Dr. Bennett's phone number for us.
Ooh, hope she doesn't get in trouble. Okay, so why do you have to use the computer in secret? Just ask him for a phone number. Can your father speak to Dr. Bennett for us? Well, I know I should get access in secret because it's confidential information in there. Maybe I'll go just ask him for her phone number. No way. That's not an option. Did I say something wrong? May I ask why? All good. It was just a question. All good. It was just a question. I'm sorry, Azrael. I didn't mean to fly off the handle. I'll try to access Dad's computer now. We live right above the practice. It's a nice idea and all. But what are you hoping to get out of this? She's hardly going to give out information just because we ask nicely. Of course, it won't be that easy. But we could pretend to be press, for example, or Mary's relatives. There's no guarantee it'll work. But maybe we're lucky and she's a chatterbox. Yes, it's worth a try. Okay, so nothing ventured, nothing gained. I agree. Hardly a chance this works. Okay, so, I agree. Might as well try. Sounds like a plan. I'll let you know as soon as I find Dr. Bennett's number. Okay, thanks, Betty. Thanks. I'll contact this YouTuber as suggested by Azrael. Okay, so Caro's offline. Betty's offline. Okay, so Enrico's messaging us. Hey. Let's not talk about Mary or Argus. It's too much for me. No problem. What would you like to talk about? Say nothing. I'm so sorry for what you're going through. Okay, so let's go with no problem. Well, what would you like to talk about? I just wanted to say, don't worry about Betty. You've done nothing wrong. Things with her dad aren't easy. Okay, why what happened? I noticed still she shouldn't have snapped at me like before. Okay, so let's say why what happened. Let's be nosy. It's not really my place to talk about it. But it's better than Betty getting upset when she's asked questions. Excuse me. 6 years ago, her mom died in an accident. Such a tragic story. Okay, next premium choice option is how did she die? Or you can say you don't need to give any details. So let's do the premium choice option. It happened on Betty's birthday. We were already friends at the time. The party was amazing. Betty's mom planned a theme party every year for her birthday. Horror movies, bad taste, Disney, 80s. Or that year, USA. I remember wearing a super scratchy cowboy costume from a cheap store. It sounds like fun. What happened then? Say nothing. I would have loved to see that. Okay, so I would have loved to see that. Definitely sounds like that would have been fun. Unfortunately, the evening took a tragic turn. Betty's mom bought hot dogs and burgers from a nearby restaurant. Betty dropped the tray while serving her guest. The food was all over the floor. There was plenty of other food, but Betty's mom wanted it to be perfect. She went back to the restaurant late at night to get more. When she still wasn't back after an hour, we were worried. Then we heard the police cars. We later found out that Betty's mom had been hit by a car on the way back from the restaurant. She didn't survive. Oh man, I bet Betty blames herself then because she's the one that dropped the food. According to the police, the woman who caused the accident was a novice driver. She must have been looking at her phone instead of the road. How terrible. She just wanted to make her daughter happy. I hope Betty doesn't blame herself. I hope Betty doesn't blame herself. Sadly, that's exactly what she's doing. Something broke inside Betty that day. And her dad? He's always been a bit peculiar. Hang on, I've just picked out a picture of him for you. Okay. He does look a little frosty, say nothing. Actually, he seems likable. I mean, he does look like a likable guy. I'll just say that. I don't want to be rude. He's not a bad person. But his behavior became even more extreme after the death of Betty's mom. Betty says all he does now is work. To others, he's just the nice eye optometrist. But with Betty, he's often cold and arrogant. Sometimes it's as if she doesn't exist. Others, he takes his frustration out on Betty. That's really sad. He should really be supporting her. He doesn't hurt her, though, does he? I'm sure his wife's death took a toll on him. Well, I'm sure it did, but... I mean, he should be supporting Betty. Exactly. Then they could share their grief and support each other. And at some point, look forward again. Okay, so Betty's getting back to us. Bad news. My dad's having one of his episodes today. He hasn't eaten or drunk anything yet. When he's like this, he doesn't leave the computer at all. Oh, so there's no getting to the computer yet. Isn't a doctor supposed to treat patients? Sure, but he does the bookkeeping a couple of days a month. Invoices, files, and stuff like that. Okay, so is there anything you can do to get him outside? He never leaves the office. Say nothing. And then we're both outside. But I want to be alone in his office. Didn't you say that the phone reception is bad in the office? Yes, why? I could call him and pretend I'm a patient. Maybe he'll go outside for the call. Good idea, but he knows your voice. I'll do it. Should I give it a try? Well, I'll do it. He doesn't know mine. Great idea. That could work. Maybe it'll be useful after all, Azrael. You know what, Dan? You're being a jerk. Will you stop it now, Dan? Okay. Thank you, Enrico. Azrael, we're counting on you. I only need a few seconds on his computer. I'm still convinced that Dr. Bennett could be helpful for us. Okay, I'll give it my all. I'll need the phone number. It's going to be awkward. What should I say to him? I'll give it my all. Fantastic. One thing before I send you his number. You're logged in with Sarah's profile. Oh shit, that's right. Sarah's name and her picture are still displayed. You should change that real quick. Okay, I will. Okay, so... change username now. Okay, so we go to the profile. Okay, we're Azrael. Okay. Done. It worked. Well done, Azrael. send you his number in a minute, but please make sure that you call him on his cell phone. Don't call his practice number. It goes to the answering machine and he won't leave the room. Keep him on the phone for as long as possible. Outgoing calls can be made directly via the phone app. Okay, so it says Dr. Ellis Frank, practice for ophthalmological, I can't say that word, ophthalmic optics and eye surgery. Please arrange your consultation under practice hotline is 663-8074. And the private cell phone number for emergencies is 663-808. Okay, so we want to call that one. Okay, pulling up the phone. Okay, so hold on. 663-808. There we go. Okay, so 663-808. Dr. Ellis Frank.
Hello, Dr. Elliot Frank speaking. Pardon? Unfortunately not. I've got no reception here. I'll go outside. Say something, please. I still can't understand you. Please call me back on my practice phone.
Okay, well that wasn't very long. Hopefully that was enough time. Is it working? Watch out, Betty, your dad's coming back. Betty, say something. Did it work? Well done, Azrael. I've done it just in time, too. Super. What now? It was easier than I thought. Super. You're not done yet. Now you can contact Dr. Bennett. Give her a break. No way. We need to know she's serious about helping us. Oh my god, dude, if I wasn't, I wouldn't be here. Oh, I want to virtual throat punch you. Okay, I'll do it. You're starting to get on my nerves, Danu. How many more people do I need to contact? Okay, you know what? I don't care if it affects our relationship. You're getting on my nerves. I have nothing against you personally. I'd treat any newcomer the same. Well, you're a jerk then, man. I skipped a little first too, Dan. But now I see them as a valuable asset, an ace up my sleeve. Here's her contact. You've got this. Okay, so Lori Bennett. We'll add her. Okay, contact has been added. Get in touch. Okay, so we'll go back. Lori Bennett. Let's take a look at her profile. Trust me, I'm a forensic pathologist. Oh, it's a doggy. Everybody's got doggies. Okay, notes coming soon. What's that say? Buy book now. Okay, so she's writing a book. Okay, let's go back to the chat. Okay, hello, Dr. Bennett. My name is Azrael. I'm a journalist. I have a few questions about Mary Kempf. I'm Mary's sister, and I hope you found some information for me. I've heard about the murder, and I'm worried. Okay, I'm going to go with the journalist route because I don't want to go the sister route because I feel like that's easier to figure out that you're not related to that person. And we definitely don't want to go with, I heard about the murder and I'm worried, so we're going to go with the journalist. Because actually, I majored in journalism, so we'll go with that one. Technically true. Okay, that's what the press hotline is for. Please use it, not my personal number. As a professional, I'm obligated to keep all details confidential. Please make an exception. I just need to know if it was the same perpetrator. How much do you charge for a few details? Okay, let's go with this one. I just need to know if it was the same perpetrator. I've already said I won't give you any details. Please stop wasting my time. She's going to be one of those. We're just going to have to keep pushing at some point. I have an autopsy to perform. Okay, but you told me that. Rude. Won't give me any information. How dare you? Okay, damn it, it didn't work. Here's the chat history with Doc Bennett. Major fail. What a bummer. It wasn't very creative to pretend to be a journalist. Shut up, Dan. Why don't you do better? It seemed like the most credible to me. I'm so sorry. Next time, just do it yourself. It seemed the most credible to me. But it wasn't now, was it? Stop giving Azrael a hard time. Go on then, what's your better idea? Exactly. I mean, if I would have went to her as a family member, she would have said, look, you can't contact me for this. You need to go to the police. Huh? Tan would have just asked nicely. Nobody can resist my charm. Oh, I can. I'm resisting it 110%. Because I don't see no charm there. Huh? That gives me an idea, Lily. I figured out how to get her to tell us what she knows. Give me a few minutes. What are you planning to do? You'll find out soon enough. Nothing productive. I don't like Dan. Can't wait. Okay, so Dan went offline. Thank God. Okay, Enrico's calling us.
Since our round of introductions was interrupted earlier, and we now have some time, I thought I'd introduce myself to our new member too. You already know that. And yeah, as you can probably guess, I'm also a bit of a movie junkie, although I'm even more into series these days. And yeah, in our movie club, I'm responsible for the stories, among other things. You know, it's actually my dream to write a script for a new series one day. Preferably more like Blacklist, because that's my absolute favorite. You know it? Oh, yeah, let's switch back to the chat.
Okay, so we got to know a little bit more about Enrico. Now, hello. You rate screenplays. Wow. Thanks for the video. So you write screenplays. Wow. And no, never heard of Blacklist. Yeah, I know Blacklist. I mean, it sounds familiar, but I love it. Don't like it at all. Also, I love it. I like you more and more. Enrico, Alicia, and I always binge watch together. I hope the new season comes out soon. Let's hope this nightmare is over soon. Just wanted to properly introduce myself. The only ones that haven't gone yet are Dan, Ben, and Betty, right? Ben sorta did. He just didn't give us a message, like a video message. I've already introduced myself, just without a video. I'll DM you later, Azrael. Now's not a good time. No problem, Betty. Looking forward to it. It's exciting to see you guys live. Okay, so no problem, Betty. Okay, we got one from Ben.
Hi. I thought I'd also send a video so you get to enjoy my beautiful appearance. I'm Ben, and I'm kind of the leader around here. Nice to meet you.
Short and to the point. I must have missed the election. As long as I'm your first choice. I feel really welcome. You're awesome. I think Karo is the leader. Well, we'll say I feel really welcome. Can we focus, please? What's taking Dan so long? He's taking forever. Why would any of you give him a call? Just to check if he's okay and how much longer he needs. Pass. What about you, Karo? No way. You know how he is when he's stressed. Maybe Lily or Alicia can do it. Azrael, how about you give him a call and ask what's taking him so long? No thank you. He has it out for you. Sorry, Winnie, you can do that. Okay. Nah. I'm not calling him. Then let's wait a few more minutes. Probably wouldn't answer anyway. Kind of a shame. Who knows what would have happened. Premium choice option. Okay. Okay, I'll do it. I'm being forced. I'll do it. For the premium choice option. Great. Here's his number. 220592. Okay, so it's, in case I have to memorize it, usually do. So 220592. Okay, so 220592. Call. Okay. That was weird. I knew he was sus. Have you called yet? Something is up with his phone. A weird voice answered. A weird voice? I'll call him real quick. Okay, Dan is on. I almost got it. Azrael, you didn't call me. Yeah, I did. Lily, Alicia, Ben, Papa, Daniel, Unknown, Karsten, and Tim. Know those names. Whose voice was that? Well, that was weird. Guess I misdialed. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm almost done. I'll call you in a sec. Okay, so he's offline again. No wonder you're seeing ghosts, Azrael. I heard that Lily was messing with you earlier. 2 words, red room. I was just kidding, and I promised Azrael that I wouldn't do it again. The red room wasn't that creepy. Everything is scary enough as it is. I gotta admit, the red room is impressive. It scared the crap out of me. It wasn't that creepy. Lost relationship with her. Well, it wasn't. Okay, Dan's back online. And he's calling. Let's take the call.
Alright, I'm back. This costume combined with my acting skills, she'll believe I'm a detective.
Or you'll get arrested.
Okay. It's perfect. What do you think?
It's crooked, first of all. And it's against the law to impersonate a police officer. I hope you get arrested. Am I understanding correctly? You want to pretend to be a cop to get information from Dr. Bennett? Now, the video was great, but, you know, it's Dan. So, why not? Have you ever seen the music video for the song YMCA? Haha, true. I think it could work. Dude, it's not going to work. And it's against the law. So what, my relationship worsened with Dan? I don't care. Hey, you can give me a hard time all you want, but I can't do it back? I was kidding. I don't think it's that bad of an idea. But what's the deal with this cheap Halloween costume? First of all, this isn't a Halloween costume. And second, I wore it as a film extra, so it's already worked once. Sure. I'd say if you got a 95% chance this fails. If you want to try, Dan, just put on a suit or something. That'll do. And for God's sakes, don't wear the fake mustache. How creative. I was just kidding about the mustache. Were you, Dan? I don't feel you were. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so now Betty's messaging us. Hi, Azrael. I'm sorry for being an ass earlier. Oh, and please excuse my language. Hey, Betty, all good? Is there any news? Okay, so all good. As promised, I'd also like to briefly introduce myself. Now that we'll be working together for a bit, it's only fair that you get to know me a little better. I'll give you a call. Okay, so let's answer Betty's call.
Huh? What is there to say about me? I'm Betty, and I love movies. It's not just a hobby. It's medicine, art, and love all in one. You should know that my mom passed away a few years ago. It's hard to talk about. My father changed after she died. He's been so... I don't know. So cold to me ever since. Sometimes I feel like he blames me for everything. He left me alone. But anyway, my mom loves movies too. She loves classics by Hitchcock, and she's a big fan of Bogart. Um, After she died, I would go lock myself in my room every night and watch her old DVDs. Me just lying down in my bed and watching my mom's movies makes me feel like I'm close to her. That was my way of dealing with grief. That's also how I developed my enthusiasm and love for movies. Man, that really got me. Can we keep talking in the chat, please?
That's sad. Okay, thank you for telling me about it. I feel so sorry for you. What a sad story. Okay, so thank you for telling me about it. No problem. It's not easy for me to talk about. Life can end unexpectedly. But I don't want any sympathy, Azrael. I just wanted you to know why I was a bit harsh earlier. When we were talking about my dad, is there anything else you wanted to know? Okay, so yes, about movies. I do have one more personal question. No, thanks, not at the moment. So, of course, premium choice option. Let's go ahead and pick that one. Did you really have to identify Sarah's body? What hobbies do you have other than movies? Are you single? Let's go with, let's ask hobbies. Let's not ask about Sarah. Let's ask for her hobbies. You might not expect it because it's a big contrast to classic movies, but I love video games. At the moment, especially Elden Ring. It's the best. But I also like more violent games like Outlast. What about you, Azrael? Oh, I love video games. Are you a gamer? Yes, I'm a huge fan of video games. Only once in a while to fill in the time. Not at all. That's not my vibe. Huge game fan. Really? Then we can delve deeper into the topic sometime. But for now, let's concentrate on the murders and Mary. Okay, so Dan's calling.
Alright, I'm back. To be honest, I like the police costume better, but what can I say? It works, doesn't it? Fox Mulder?
Fox Mulder. Oh, it's better than the police costume. You get arrested for impersonating a police officer. Okay, your plan is either absolute madness or genius. I don't quite understand the plan. It can also get you in a lot of trouble. Kind of bold. I think it'll work. Well, you know what? It might work. How come you're so optimistic? If that goes wrong, it will have an impact on the entire group. Guys, I'm an actor. I'll introduce myself as a new member of the Homicide Squad. Bennett will believe me. Okay. That always works on Supernatural. Okay, Supernatural's a TV show, my guy. And you are not Dean Winchester. That series is fiction. Since when do you get your panties in a bunch, Ben? That's not like you. And if Bennett doesn't believe me, I'll quickly disappear. It's a little risky. If anyone can do it, it's Dan. You know what? Give it a go. Thanks, girls. And Ben, just trust me, okay? I'll let you know when I arrive at the forensics department. Plus, if he gets arrested, it gets him out of my hair, so Dan is offline. What now? What will the rest of us do? I have written to the YouTuber who first reported Mary's death. Just like you wanted me to, Azrael. Did she answer you straight away? What did you ask her? It was only a suggestion. Okay, well, did she answer you? I mean, she looks like a pretty awesome person, so she'll probably get back to you. Yes, I mean, I was lucky she was online. Just a sec, I recorded a video for you. Okay, so... Her name's Frank, okay. Hi, I'm Ben. Excuse you, Argus, get off my phone, I'm trying to see something here. I'm a huge fan of yours, your videos are so cool, especially... See if that happens again. Yeah, it does. Videos are so cool, especially the one about Argus. Argus, get off my phone! There we go, now it's normal. Your videos are so cool, especially the one about Argus. Hi there. Thanks, appreciate it. Tell me, did your friend really see Argus? And did she involve the police? Yes, she did. I'm freaking scared of Argus, but I envy her a little. It must be quite the experience. I just spoke to her on the phone. She told the police everything, but they didn't believe her. They say it was someone in a costume. Argus is real. They have to take this seriously before more happens. It was so unlikely it was a costume. What? My friend is 100% sure the creature wasn't human. All the glowing eyes. It was huge. Well, you're a denier too. I can tell. Wake up. Yeah, you denier. Jeez, Ben. Don't believe a lady like that. She's way too cool not to believe. Okay, so that's totally insane. Doesn't really sound like a costume. There's no important information. Where did you get her number? Okay, that doesn't really sound like a costume. Nonsense. She only sees what she wants to see. So what do we do now? I mean, until Dan has new information. I'd like to find out more about Mary. We don't know whether it was the same perpetrator. But it would be interesting to know whether Mary and Sara knew each other and whether there's a connection to the other victims, or to Argus in general. But how? We would have to contact her family. I have a brilliant idea. We know of one connection between Sara and Mary. According to the newspaper, they went to the same university. So what? That was years ago. Besides, Enrico and I were there too. Yes, but I'm actually getting at something else. Sara worked for the student newspaper, remember? And that gave her access to the university server. At least that's what she says. She always said. The server contains the addresses of all the students. Ben, you're a genius. I do what I can. I've already looked up the page. Okay, university server, login, and password. I don't quite get it yet. Can anyone else log in there? How does it help us if Sara if Sara had access. Okay, so can anyone else log in? Nope, the university newspaper was too nerdy for me. I can't either, but Sara was super bad at remembering passwords. As far as that was concerned, her brain was like a sieve. She wrote down all the access data on her phone. Now that you have her profile, Azrael, probably coming up on the next hacking game. Maybe you could Maybe you could have a look and find the password. Exactly. The username should be clear. The only thing missing is the password. Okay, I'll look for the password. Okay. Okay, where would she keep the password? Here we go. She's got some things here. So radar, small talk for first date. Who was your idol as a child and who is it today? What's your favorite band? What was your weirdest date? What was your last concert? What's your favorite horror movie? My favorite. Do you have any siblings? What's your most exciting hobby? Do you have a nickname? Which country would you love to travel to? What's your favorite food? Questions for second date. Do you believe in love at first sight? What 3 things are most important to you in relationships? What's a red flag in a relationship? What are your preferences in the bedroom? She marked that one out. Sara, enough already. Okay, movie diary, happy death day, happy predictable day, funny idea, but it was obviously where it was going. Silver linings, have I ever mentioned that Jennifer Lawrence is my absolute favorite actress? She and Bradley Cooper, love, are such a great couple. Fabulous movie, excellent recommendation from Alicia. Yeah, Silver Linings is a very good movie. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Quentin Tarantino's love letter to Hollywood in his very own fairy tale. I think I saw that one. It was okay. Casablanca, I've seen it probably 200 times now. Watching it with Betty is so much fun. A timeless and emotional classic. La La Land. How'd this movie get so many Oscars? I'm a fan of corny movies, but this is way too intense. That's what I've heard. Like, it was like a huge hit at the Oscars, but it turned out it was like really, most people didn't like it. As Capital 2, Bill Skarsgård is so hot even as Pennywise. Oh. That it's supposed to be It Chapter 2, but I think it's in German as Capital 2. Okay, notes and notebook username. Here we go. Her username is Sara Stiller. Okay, I'm going to write that down just to be safe in case we have to write that out. Okay, topic ideas. Vegetarian food in the cafeteria. New tutors for English literature. Honoring of master graduates. Criticism of degree regulations. Planning and opening discussions on politics. Farewell to Professor Miller. Exchange program, University of Shintuhen. Band suggestions for this year's summer festival. Contact person, Professor Ika Bachman, Professor Guido Winkler, Professor I can't read that, Metum, Odensver, Professor Irene Arslan, Professor Bernhard Kruger, and Margaret Wessel. Okay, notes 2. Additions frequency every 3 months. Extra annual summer festival. Extra welcoming new professors. Extra guide for freshmen. Find your way around campus. To do planning orientation weeks for students and tour of the university newspaper. Meeting with Margaret regarding vegetarian meals. Remind Professor Arslan about reviewing proposals from catering companies. For me, password is Cinnamombies forever. Okay, let's just go ahead and look at the rest of these. Talked with a mouthful and wanted me to pay the bill. Haha, worst date ever. Note didn't show up to the date. Note told me in chat that he was 25. Turns out he's 35. Okay, so she's got one person she didn't mark out is Lewis Porter. Looking forward to our first date next week. He lives in a fancy neighborhood. Bragged about it right away. Okay, so she just never got the date with him. Looks very different from the pictures. Talks too much. Okay, shrimp avocado salad with tomatoes. Sear shrimp, toss shrimp with melted butter in a bowl until well coated. Heat a pan over medium heat or for a few minutes until hot. Add shrimp to the pan in a single layer, searing for a minute or until it starts to become pink around the edges. Then flip and cook until shrimp are cooked through. Transfer shrimp to a plate as they finish cooking. Let them cool while you prepare the other ingredients. A simple salad, toss all the ingredients: avocado, tomato, feta cheese, cilantro, lemon juice, olive oil, salt, and pepper in a large mixing bowl until well mixed. Stir in the shrimp, season with extra salt and pepper to taste, and serve. That sounds good. Smoked salmon and dill sandwich. 65 grams of softened butter, 1 heaped tablespoon fresh dill, chopped squeeze of lemon juice, salt, and freshly ground black pepper, 8 slices of white or brown bread, 4 to 8 slices of smoked salmon depending on size, 1 to 4 cucumber peeled and thinly sliced. Mix together the butter and dill and squeeze of lemon juice, season with salt and pepper, then spread onto the 8 slices of bread. Place a slice of smoked salmon and some sliced cucumber on top of the 4 pieces of bread and top with the remaining slices of bread. Trim away the crust and cut each into 4 triangles. Okay, so we've got her stuff, so let's go back to the Cinnamombies. Okay, I found it. Okay, so it's... Nope. Forever. Okay, so Cinnamombies forever. Just a sec. I was able to log in. Awesome, Azrael. Yeah, I'm a genius. What would we do without you? I'll see if I can find Mary Kempf now. Thanks, Betty. We're really making good progress. It's looking good. Mary's still in the system. Okay, so Mary Kempf, 21, degree bachelor, subjects biology and sociology, final grade biology A-, final grade social sciences A, final grade bachelor A. Download contact details. She looks so nice, it's hard to believe she's dead. Then we have her address, and this is definitely the person we're looking for. Okay, so we'll go with that one. Yes, although we didn't know her, it really gets to you. Shit, we've got to catch the murderer. We can't let anyone else get their future stolen. I just spoke to Alicia. We'd like to speak to Mary's relatives. We want to be more involved, no more sitting around. I like it. You'll have a knack for it, I'm sure. Shouldn't someone else do that? I don't know who would. Let's let him do it. Okay, so we can prove with Alicia. I've sent you both the address. I don't know what Alicia tried to send there. Maybe like an emoji. Please be respectful and show sympathy. Exactly. You can be honest with them. Just tell her we've been in a similar situation and we'd like to help find Mary's killer. Yes, of course. We'll manage. We'll be in touch as soon as we get there. Okay, so Alicia's offline. Lily's offline. Okay, a file is now ready for repair. Okay, so we've got another file. Alright, and it starts another hacking game. Alright, everyone, I'm going to end it there. Hopefully you're enjoying Argus. We've got a little bit more information. You know, Ben reached out to the YouTuber from the video from the last episode, and it turns out her name's Franca. He doesn't believe her. And, you know, she was telling him all this stuff, and he needed to wake up, and he was a doubter, and all these other things. And he does not believe her. And, you know, so now we're Lily and Alicia are going to go off and try to talk to Mary's family. We have Betty, who is getting... who got us that information for the pathologist from her father. So it'll be really interesting to see where this is going to go. And, you know, we also had some more of the characters opening up to us. You know, Betty sharing her story about, you know, her mom and how her dad changed and stuff like that. And that, you know, that's really, really sad, you know, because he should definitely be supporting her. So, you know, let me know down in the comments down below. You know, what do you think's going on so far? You know, what information do you think they'll get from maybe Mary's family? You know, the most recent girl. You know, do they think, or do you think like Franca's going to come back into this? Maybe she's going to be involved in it a little bit more, or are they just, you know, going to write it off that they don't believe anything? Because from her video in the last one, you know, Franca said she knows how to protect people from Argus. So I'm really curious, like, what does she know that can help, you know, protect you? So leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye.